Yo, what is going on, everyone? It is Memory here. We everyone, ladies and gentlemen, for the next episode of Gleipnir, this being episode 2. First episode, I actually had quite a bit of fun with, although I'm not really sure what to think of like the story and the characters and just the series overall so far. I know it's only one episode, so we got more time, more episodes to, I guess, for me and probably for a lot of you guys as well to see how you really feel about the series if you want to continue watching it or not. I feel like I may stay with this one the whole way, but I mean, like I said, we're still really early on. So we met our main character who can turn into a monster, dog, mascot type thing, and we also met Crazy Girl Claire. We got a good amount of Claire definitely in the first episode, but they left off on a note to where it makes me think this episode is going to have quite a bit of action in it because we met that girl who can turn into a monster as well. So there's going to be plenty of other characters like Shuichi. And she also brought up the term, I think it was gatherers. So kind of interested in what that is and just more of what's going on with people like Shuichi, and how they can turn into these monsters. So, yeah, let's get into the second episode, see what we got, everyone. We're starting at the very beginning, 0 seconds, and we're going to get started in 3, 2, 1, play. Start right up to OP, which I actually really like the OP. I'm not even gonna lie. I was saying it reminds me of Angela. I don't know if you guys have ever heard the singer Angela. She does like the Knights of Sidonia OPs. She's I think done OPs or EDs for K Project. She's been on a few things, but I know this is not her. I'm just saying this vocalist reminds me of her. And another thing I was saying, I was like, oh, it looks like there's a lot of fiends, fiend like characters in this series. Something it looked like the OP does is like has him and Claire as kind of being one being. Like you see that like her coming into him in like two cuts in the OP, and that one right there too. So that's like three. Which I mean, obviously they've already made it apparent like they're gonna be our two main characters pretty much. So and then that shot right there is some like Eva shit. Not as extreme, but that's what that like reminds me of. There's a coin. Is this how she became one of them? One of the monsters? For Shuichi, it was pretty random too. It was just a vending machine. Like, yeah, she. So the vending machine is the common thing with. Uh, so with her, it's like with athletics. Shuichi is like kind of with school, like college and whatnot. But I think he was saying he wanted to be normal because of the whole monster thing that's going on with him. There's that vending machine that they were talking about. And the guy comes out of it. Yep. I'd be like, "What? The coin? What are you about to do to me?" And you become a monster because you're not fully human. Oh, did she like transform in the middle of a sprint like this or something? Yo. Yeah, that's a common thing too, like the cross in their eyes too that I noticed. Oh, she was here when they were. I was wondering like how she found them or like tailed them or whatever, because she just jumped up into Claire's place like it was nothing. Like she just exactly knew where it was, but she just ended up following them like through pure coincidence. And that leads us to where we are now. Yeah. Come on, Shuichi, fight back. What you doing, boy? Oh. Oh. Dirty, dirty tactic, but she had no choice. I mean, she couldn't do much in this situation. Do something. Oh, okay. He's not really the fighting type. Yeah, he's not really the. I mean, that's Shuichi so far, from what we can tell of him, is kind of like your basic main character, you know? Oh my god. Oh yeah, we're gonna be seeing more of her. We're gonna be seeing more of her. She's making it a point that she gets her payback. Yeah, regardless if they're a monster or not. You gonna avoid it? I mean, yeah, she is on. She is tailing y'all, but yep, killing her, silencing her. I don't know if they're gonna go as far as killing her, but yeah, you can't just leave it be. Yeah, it can't just be. It can't just be for nothing. Right, like there has to be a reasoning. There has to be something behind it. But you got to have someone else do it because you can't reach back to her. Not even a sign of him. What the hell? Get in the monster! Get in the robot! What the fuck? But then we see him transform back into himself, so it's like really weird. Get in the monster! Get in the mascot! Pilot it! That might be like why the OP visualizes that so much, like them being two and one. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Getting the monster. I mean, yeah, literally, it's like the weirdest thing to. Because usually when a girl or a guy, whatever, says that we're gonna become one, they're not talking about like, bro, you already know people gonna take this the wrong way, man. What the? What the fuck? What is this? What the? And Claire's just playing it like it's a role too. Like she knows what she's doing. Like she could just not say anything and get in there and see what happens. But nah, she has to add this dialogue and shit. Like this. Like she just has to say this. Are you serious? So weird. So weird. You can feel everything inside of her. I mean, that would make sense if they're one. But it's like that deep though. Like the capabilities, I guess, of at least in his case, like what he can do. Some shit happened with Claire. And there she is. You're looking for Claire though. You don't know where Claire is. Yeah, see, she was looking. She is looking for Claire. Oh, ooh, damn. Okay. Yo, Pine Jam's not normally known for their action animation, but I mean they're usually known for a good character animation. But like, my God. Ooh, man, I like the way this chick fights. I gotta say. Ooh, damn, that rattled her brain. That like shook her brain up or whatever's going on in there. That shook everything up. Jeez, she's not giving up though. She's a tough cookie. Yeah, it's like she's talking to those other high schoolers and people that were around her when she's saying all this shit. Claire about to turn up. Another right hit. Oh, and a left. Oh my God, bro. I know. Like I said, Pine Jam is good with like the character animation and shit, but we don't really see them do action oriented type shows. But they're going in with this. Ooh, the choreography is damn. Oh yeah, Claire has turned it up. This chick is getting pummeled now. Oh my god, you about to kill her? Jeez. I don't even want to see her face. I don't even want to see her face. There's probably a reason why they're not showing it anymore. Or are they gonna? Okay, it don't even look. I mean, it looks bad, but it don't look as bad as I thought it was gonna look. Oh yeah, it was like a fuse just ignited. Like that's kind of scary though. If he can't be in control anymore, they're gonna have to work that out where he can actually somehow still stay in control or take back control. Jeez. That's the girl. That's the chick you were wanting. She's not lying too. She will snap your leg. That's the kind of girl Claire is. Yep. Here goes your leg. Oh, oh, oh. There's the Achilles. There's ankle. You heard it and saw it. Dude, look at her leg. Ah, that's like I can't. I hate looking at shit like that, whether it's an anime or not. Like, oh, I forgot that was there. That was holstered. Jeez. I thought I was about to hear some evil laugh from her, like her bust out laughing after. What the fuck is this show, bro? What is this? Yo, that action sequence though was like amazing. That was incredible, right? But like, some of the dialogue is just like, what the hell are they doing with it? With the heart too. But trying to keep this suppressed or trying like not to talk about this or anything like that. Like, how would you be able to hold that in? It would kill me inside of my head. Like having others possibly finding out about this, not letting it slip, or it's like a weird way instead of like a mech. It's like it's still like a similar concept, like what she was doing with him. Inside of his like shell though, or body, or so it makes him feel like partially he was to blame. Most likely, yeah. I mean, she was clutch with that pepper spray or whatever that was at first. I mean, she kind of saved him there and then saved him again. Oh, that's what's gonna happen, cause that's how these things go. But damn. Just a normal Karen boy, right? Like he's innocent boy, like until this shit happened. But that's how it goes for a lot of these characters. I was wondering what that was when we saw that little glimpse. Like she has some crazy past. She was probably normal at first too, and then she became this way. Wow, great, great way to put it. I mean, she was gonna commit suicide anyway. She was gonna commit suicide anyway. She was already ready to die. You know he's not gonna let her die. He's gonna catch her. Yeah. So he doesn't want to die yet, or not at all. She like has to be a pretty broken character. I'm saying she has to be like I know. Yeah, obviously she is. Like there's no probably or anything about that. Then gave her the coin. Yeah, and lots of question marks around it. I guess so, because they both were normal at one point, and then all this shit's happened, and they're not normal anymore. Half a year later, it says. Wait, keychain like of Shuichi? What the fuck? Okay. And she already had a thing like of his form, so she knew or already knew. There was someone that they thought didn't know about him that actually did know about him, apparently, right? So this episode definitely better than the first episode, I would say, and I enjoyed the first episode, like I told you guys about. But the action sequence I was not expecting. Like I was expecting action, but I wasn't expecting to actually be that well put together. Like the choreography and the animation, the way it looked, like the shading or like the lining, it was like kind of loose, but it worked. I said I would feel like pretty good for what we had in this between that girl and Shuichi and Claire, which the 2-in-1 thing that was new with this episode. I guess that's how they're gonna fight from now on. Which it's weird already, but when Claire is saying like all this dialogue and say, you know, she's adding a bunch of extra details that she doesn't necessarily have to add to it. It makes it even weirder, you know. But the whole zipper thing, when I saw that opened up, I was like, I instantly was like, getting the monster, getting the mascot. And that's, I guess the concept is sort of similar, you know, with like a mech. I guess just in a way you would say Shuichi, I guess, is kind of like the robot and Claire's the pilot, but it's a little different. But it's like I was saying, it's kind of similar concept, I guess, with what is going on here. But there's still a lot of questions in terms of the monsters, the coins, the gatherers, like a lot of things. So we're just getting started with that. So we'll be learning more as we go forward. But someone else has their eyes set on Shuichi. It seems like so. We'll see what happens. This was another enjoyable episode, though. I would say. I don't even know if you would say this is like. I don't even know if you would say this is like a guilty pleasure or not, because yeah, there's fan service and yeah, there's like sexual innuendos and whatnot, but there are actual parts of the series so far that I'm actually kind of interested in and want to know more about. Like I'm actually left pretty, curious on what is actually going on with the monsters, the coins, the gatherers, Claire's past, her sister. A lot of things that are kind of up in the air that we have questions about right now. So like some things it's doing pretty well, and then some things is just kind of like a guilty pleasure sort of thing. So I wouldn't say the whole series necessarily is a guilty pleasure. There's certain aspects of it, I guess, if that makes sense. So, but I'm having fun with it. And I guess that's all that matters. So, yeah, we'll see what we have on the next episode of Gleipnir. Let me know what you all thought of this one. If you guys did enjoy my reaction, make sure you drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you for watching. Peace out.